pay the fines and costs, then you will get the case dismissed. Please speak to that if you wish, Ms. Sprinkle.
Your Honor, would you read the charge into the record? I don't have a copy of the docket.
The charge is violation of firearms ordinance. Ordinance violation 31-13-25. And it's alleged that on February 21st in 2020, at around 2:30 in the afternoon, that Mr. Graff had at 1921 Hubbard Street in apartment 8, subject states accidental discharge in apartment causing wall damage. Firearm, a black Sig Sauer P.32 over 40 caliber.
Your Honor, in my experience, that would be charged as discharge of a firearm within the city limits, which is a misdemeanor. Often a resolution is delayed with some sort of firearm safety course. Mr. Graff being a CPL holder would suggest to me he doesn't have a criminal history. I would believe that
We don't know if he has a CPL or not, Counselor.
He's indicated that he does. Does the court have access to lien?
You're waiting for your CPL.
I don't think so. I can call and find out that I really ain't got a CPA.
And Counselor, you're stating that this offer is not is within your normal practice, which has been offered to someone who does have a valid CPL, and that I don't see any firearm safety in the offer. However, if I were to accept this, I would order Mr. Graff to some sort of firearm or handgun intervention program or something of that sort. So here's the deal, Mr. Graff. I want to, first of all, see whether your statement to me is correct in regards to you having a valid CPL. Secondly, I want to reach out to probation to see what programs are available in order for you to, first of all, if you're a CPL holder, you should have had the proper training in that firearm shouldn't just accidentally go off. So it sounds like to me that you need some more training in that regard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this for a pretrial date on August the 2nd, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. August the 2nd, 2021. At that time, I need you to provide valid CPL license. And by that time, I should have an opportunity to speak with the probation department. Maybe we can get the probation department on the phone now.
Your Honor?
Yes.
just so the record is clear, if Mr. Graff was in his home, he would not need a CPL to possess that weapon. Only since he volunteered that information to the court, that would be suggestive to me of a criminal history, since I don't have one, the absence of a criminal history, since I don't have any additional information. But I do believe the offer is in line with what I've seen in other cases, similar in other counties as well.
I'll accept that. And if the offer is what it is, I'm not going to try to not honor that agreement. But I do see that. And put it this way, I don't know whether Mr. Graff owns this home on 1921 Hubbard Street or not. So I don't know if that's, but I see that on the ticket, it's saying that Mr. Graff has is a resident, what he calls his permanent resident, Monroe, Michigan, on Buckingham Drive. So that's what the ticket says. The 1921 Hubbard apartment 8 is what brings him here today, and that's where the gun was discharged. So I'm not trying to say that Mr. Graff doesn't own the apartment at 1921 Hubbard apartment 8. He very well may own that. And if he does own that, then he wouldn't need a CPL to have that weapon inside that house. And I don't think that we're even going to the point where whether he has a CPL or not. I just asked Mr. Hubbard some questions. I mean, asked Mr. Graff some questions regarding his CPL, and I want to make sure that he's given the correct information to the court. And as he's saying, that's the only purpose that I had brought that up. But I also feel that definitely there should be some sort of firearm safety class that goes along with this, because accidentally discharging a weapon can accidentally kill somebody. So it obviously, even if all the allegations in here are exactly true, that he accidentally discharged the weapon, that's a huge problem in my eyes.
Understood, Your Honor.
So,
Mr. Graff will be back on the 2nd at 8:30 as instructed. Mr. Graff, you understand the court's request?
Yes, ma'am. So
and you'll look into getting your replacement documentation regarding the firearm.
yes, I believe I have to schedule with the city clerk downtown.
Or you may be able to go through Michigan State Police, sir.
Okay, just to get a copy.
Correct.
Okay.
All
now,
right,
would
thank you.
that CPL come from? I'll leave that up to you, Mr. Graff, to determine where you get that information from.
Okay.
But we'll be back on a valid CPL, and then I want to learn of some firearm safety classes that I'm going to order you to go to, and I'll speak with probation regarding that and see if we have something available that you can take.
And I'm sorry, and that will be on August 2nd?
Yeah, that will be on August 2nd. The offer here is, if you take the offer, of course, you'll have the right to go to trial. We'll revisit that on August 2nd as well. You're always going to have the right to go to, trial. And that trial right will go all the way through until time you either plead or request that trial right. And in the meantime, if you accept the offer as written, a 12-month delay, that 12 months, you'll have the opportunity within that 12 months to do whatever kind of class I order you to do.
Okay.
Are you understanding where we're going with this, Mr. Graff?
I believe so.
I want you to know so. If you have any questions, now would be the time to ask. To restate, I want you back here August 2nd at 8:30 a.m. And that's going to be scheduled as a pretrial date. I want proof on that date of the valid CPL. And I want, at that time, I'll give you some options that probation lays out to me for a firearm safety course.
Okay, I understand.
All right?
Okay.
Further, I will see you back on August the 2nd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a great day and be safe, Mr. Graff.
You too.
Did you ever find this is gas in the law stuff?
I'm still looking like.
Okay.
Record and, law, right?
Laws, Batavia
Yeah, that's
laws.
one.
Where are all these people? Oops.
Excuse me, Judge. I want to know was I on the right thing?
Yeah, I think you are, sir. Mr. Gaskin.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, Gaskin.
Cause I ain't never do no. I ain't never had no court with no Zoom or nothing like that.
Your Honor, Mr. Gaskin is on page 2. 2 matters for arraignment, 3 for hearing.
All right. All right, Mr. Gaskin, this is the city of Detroit versus how do you pronounce your first name for me?
Marion.
Marion Antrell Gaskin, case number is SP 1154562, counts 1, 2, and 3. And case number SP 115457, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Gaskin, there's an operative file here to plead to one count of failure to display a valid driver's license and responsible to the speeding ticket under a limited access 65 and 55. And then dismiss the other 3 matters.
Your Honor, may I inquire if that speeding ticket was set for formal hearing or trial?
Yes, you may. That speeding ticket was scheduled for a hearing today, except just not a formal hearing. We can set the matters for trial and formal hearing, Mr. Gaskin. That way we'll bring the officer in and the officer will be responsible for finding you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt and responsible to the civil infractions. Or you can take this offer, or I can let you speak with Mrs. Sprinkle in a breakout room to discuss the matters further. What would you like to do, sir?
The break room.
Okay. Join the room. That other person never signed in. Login.
I told him log in now. Yeah, coming back.
I'm gonna try to do it right now. This is, Kelly Ryman's name.
You know what, I can change that, yes,
You wanna do that?
I can change it.
Does it matter? It's up to you.
You have a staff, maybe you can just put stamp in there. I can write it, I'll read for it.
All right.
Okay.
All these got Kevin Ryman's name on it.
It might be. first.
No, the first one.
Maybe faster.
Mr. Loggins,
Yeah,
good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon, Judge.
Mr. Loggins, you got a driver's license or any insurance?
I have a driver's license. My insurance, wait, my pay next bill, but I do have my driver's license.
You're breaking up a little bit, so.
I have a driver's license now.
Mr. Loggins, do me a favor and turn off your video. See if that gets us a better connection.
Okay. I'm still learning how to work this thing.
And you have, what you have is you have, 2 other cases pending.
Okay,
So
which is on the 18th, correct?
I was trying to consolidate all of these for you.
Okay.
This one case goes back to 2016. And the other case, it goes back to, that's this year, to 26. So we'll consolidate all of these, and I'll get you an offer from the city attorney, and see if you can live with that. You have a right to a trial if you want to go to trial on the matter, and we'll do that. How about that?
Okay.
We get it done today. You don't have to come back. You'll just have to pay some money. If you want to take it to trial, you can do better, you can do worse, or you can do the same. It's gonna be your choice.
Okay, what's the best option?
Well, I'm gonna put you, I got a lawyer on the line too. So first of all, let me get him to get you an offer on all of that. And then you can speak with the lawyer when if you need to.
Okay.
All right. Brother Goss, you got another offer. Remind me that. All right, where do we come to on Mr. Gaskin?
Mr. Gaskin is requesting a trial date, Your Honor.
Trial date? All right. Okay. We call in the case of Mr. Omarion Antrell Gaskin. Mr. Gaskin, I'm going to give you a trial date. Is that my understanding that you want a trial date, Mr. Gaskin?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me give you a trial date of August the 12th, 2021 at 9 a.m.
Is the
All
court
right.
setting a personal bond?
Oh, yeah, the court will set a personal bond on all the matters. A zero personal bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Gaskin, you understand that?
Yeah, my trial August the 12th at 9 o'clock.
There it is. If you don't have any further questions, you're free to leave.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day, man.
You too.
Mr. Loggins wants to speak with you, Mrs. Sprinkle.
Okay, Your Honor.
We haven't gotten an update on Mr. Loggins.
No, I had to check on this whole, 2016 case.
Thank you.
Hey,
Hey, how are you?
getting this
Very well. No. Very well. Thank you.
Okay, have a good weekend.
You as well. Laws, we're still waiting to see if we can find that transcript. Just give us a moment. I wonder if Mr. Loggins has a driver's license. I didn't relay the offer to you. It's a failure to display and the disorderly conduct ticket taken into a 3-month delay. I don't know if he knows how to get off that roof.
There's a disorderly for Mr. Loggins?
Yes. From 2000 and,
Not on the dot.
I'm sorry, 2016. That's what he was, I think, that's what really what we wanted to speak about too. I'm running his license to see if he had a good license at the time. It doesn't appear.
He has one now.
Yeah, it doesn't appear that he has much in the way of a bad driving record. At least it's just a note is a failure to display for the first offer. Looks like he got a good driving record.
We were going to request a pretrial because they'll have that proof of insurance information next week. He showed me a valid license, but I didn't know about the disorderly.
Mr. Goss, this is the cleanest license I've seen. You got a failure to display. You want to bring the proof in for the insurance?
Just, if you can take the month pay on this.
So the new offer right now is take a 3-month delay on the disorderly conduct ticket. I'll fine you $240 and I'll dismiss the ticket immediately upon payment, and all the other matters will be dismissed.
Okay, could you repeat that for me one more time? He's breaking up just a little, please.
All right, take the on the disorderly conduct ticket, 3-month delay sentence, a $240 fine, and I'll even dismiss it immediately upon payment, and then all the other matters will be dismissed.
Sound great to me.
Sound good? Raise your right hand, Mr. Loggins. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Mr. Loggins, you understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You understand by taking this deal, you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes.
And Mr. Loggins, has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated on the record?
No.
And let me draw your attention back to Mr. Loggins, way back to November 19th, 2016 at around 2:10 a.m. in the area of Monroe and Vulcan. Did you have an encounter where you encountered a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes.
And on that day, I guess what is disorderly? What went on? Tell us what happened that day.
Actually, I was just leaving the club, and he wanted us to disperse the corner, and I just kind of stayed there.
And you didn't follow the police's order, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna find you guilty of disorderly conduct by not Was that a lawful order, Ms. Sprinkle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm gonna find you guilty of disorderly conduct by not obeying the lawful order of the police officer. I'm gonna fine you $240 with the stipulation of probable cause. I'm gonna dismiss all the other matters.
Okay.
Ms. Sprinkle?
Your Honor, I'd ask that upon payment of the fine that the disorderly be dismissed under 771.1.
All right, I will grant that, if you pay immediately, the order will be, the disorderly conduct will be dismissed, it won't be on your record. I need a stipulation of probable cause for the other matters as well, Ms. Sprinkle.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. We're gonna dismiss that. Mr. Loggins, what we'll do is, I'll put 3 months on there because that's what you got a delayed sentence for 3 months. That means that if you don't get in any other trouble, as far as being disorderly, that's all I'm really concerned about. And you pay the $240, then the case will be dismissed. But your attorney requested and made a motion that if you pay this $240, as soon as you pay the $240, if you pay it today, then the case will be dismissed and you don't have to worry about not getting in any trouble in 3 months. Even though I know you're not gonna get in any more trouble at all, but you won't have to worry about it.
Okay, so just a quick question. How do I pay? Do I go to the kiosk or do I come to the courtroom?
Okay, well, I see you have a $500 bond in this matter. So you can actually come down to the courthouse and tell them to immediately apply that bond. And they will do so, and that will settle it.
Okay, wonderful.
All right, and if you don't want to come to the courthouse, you can go to any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit, pay the $240, and then your bond will be refunded to you. I can have the clerk apply this bond or put in a request to apply this bond, but it'll take some time to do so.
Okay, yes, I would like to apply the bond to the fee, please.
So do you want to put the request in? If we put the request in, it'll take over a month or more. If you come down to the courthouse, you can get it applied immediately. Let me get that.
Okay, I'll rather come to the courtroom.
All right. So you still have until August 8th to take care of it, but the sooner you take care of it, the sooner this case will be dismissed and it won't be on your record.
Okay, wonderful. And is there a certain time that I have to get down there?
4:30? Well, I'll just say 4 o'clock just to be safe.
Hey, give that to me.
You can pay the div that, but he doesn't want to come out another 240. He wants to use that bond money. So 4:30, but I would suggest you get down here around 4 just to give everybody some time if there's some complications. Other than that, and then you're not going to get the balance of that bond back when you show up. The balance of that bond is still going to be mailed to you.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right, that's about it, Mr. Loggins. If you don't have any further questions, then you have a very good day.
Okay, so 4 o'clock, you guys close. Okay. And I just go tell the clerk to apply my bond to my fee.
Yes. She'll already see. I'm sure my clerk will have all that entered in too before you can get down here.
Okay, wonderful. And my next trial, I understand, is on the 18th of August.
You won't have anything else. That'll resolve everything.
For the tickets and everything?
That'll resolve everything.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna get down there now.
Keep up the good driving, Mr. Logan.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Have a great
day. We didn't have nothing on this driveway. See if we can help you out.
Where are all these people, Judge?
Huh?
I said, where are all these people?
I think it's nice outside and it's Friday. So they just say, they'll take care of this later. Let's see. We're trying to see what Mrs. Laws, I remember her
Yeah.
coming in. Let's see if one of these cases. She's got a lot of cases. Ms. Laws, are you sure that you're not zooming back in because you were supposed to make some payments?
Gave me a payment that's due September, I believe. She said the 9th
Speak
on
up a little louder,
the
Ms. Laws.
7th. You said the 9th on the 7th. I was trying to see, was it today the 9th or September 9th?
September 7th. September 7th.
September 7th. Now, what do you do with these other cases? Why do you still have 5 other cases open?
Those are the ones that we had went over on the 7th. And you gave me a balance and you gave me a balance and a date.
I don't ever see that you on the 7th, and I know I typically bring these cases up, but I don't have anything here that we discussed these cases on the 7th.
Right.
Yeah, we had took care of those on the 7th, and today was supposed to be like. I was zooming in to see was I supposed to make a payment today or September 9th, but it was September. Those we had did on the 7th.
And what was done with them?
You had gave me a balance and a date.
Let me see your face, Ms. Laws. I do recall seeing you. I do recall your name. I don't recall.
Your Honor, may I ask Ms. Laws what balance you gave her?
What balance did I give you, Ms. Laws?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
How much were you supposed to pay?
$480.
$480. That sounds like. All right, let's see.
That's too.
I got that. All right, let's see that. Yeah, but Ms. Laws, this was something that you took care of on 5/5/2021. That was under a different judge.
On my notice thing, it had that judge name, but she told us that she wasn't gonna be our judge no more.
Then you came back to me on 7/7 for a review, you did. But
Yes.
you still have cases that were open. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cases that were open.
Yeah, those was the ones that we had did on the 7th.
And what did we do with them, if you remember correctly?
I know I had a balance of 480, and it was due
Oh.
September.
1 second here.
I had asked for a payment plan, and you gave me September.
She was here on July the 7th. This is some more stuff, 7 cases.
Yeah, I can see those files.
Yeah, I know. I know that she has 240, 240. She paid, and she has a $373. She was here 4/26, 2021. She was here 5.
This is the one that we're talking about, that they got split up.
Yes.
Okay.
5/5/2021, and she got $240 there. She owes,
We dismissed everything on July 7th.
all right, so that's what we did.
Right, because she came those other 2 days and they.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
And then you were saying like we gonna take care of everything today, and then you gave me.
She owes all this money. She owes another 400
So she just got these tickets in February this year.
right, and we were told, and she comes back on different days.
Are these the same ones? Just,
I thought we, because I don't have anything else to do that I just, we did tell her. We were gonna tell her we were gonna dismiss some.
right, we dismissed the ones on the 7th. These are the ones from the 7th?
Those are the ones.
Those should have been
Those
dismissed.
have to be the ones.
Yeah,
She had this
She
disposition.
already had planned on those ones for the 7th.
Oh,
The
yes.
7th, she got more time for September
Yes,
7th.
yes, so what happened was, she came, she kept coming, she had to keep on coming back. I have one dated, April, have one dated dismissed. All right. This is the city of Detroit versus the Tavia case numbers. SP 1166908, counts 1, 2, 3. SP 1166991, SP 1168517, counts 1 and 2, and SP 1170131. Ms. Laws, what I'm gonna do, you're getting a big gift today, and I think I told you I gave you this gift the other day. I don't know what happened to it, but I see that what you're representing is proper. I do remember that you were here before. I do remember that you had all of your cases broken up into so many different days. I do see you owe significant amount of money already. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dismiss these matters. Ms. Laws,
Yes.
let's do this right now. When can you pay those other matters? How long do you need to take to pay? I'll give you as much time as you need, but give me a date.
Can I get to October?
So October, Is that, are you just guessing, Ms. Laws, or are you gonna have that money by then?
480, correct?
No, you owe more than 480.
Oh, so we're still talking
You
about
owe,
480.
that's just what you had the other day. You owe, let me show you what you owe.
Okay.
And this is stuff that you already pled to. You owe $1,836.40.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, scratch that. Let's minus this 195. You owe $1,641.40.
1,600.
Let's do this.
Okay.
How many kids do you have? Were you working, Ms. Laws?
No, I'm not.
Or do you have any job prospects open, Ms. Laws?
I'm supposed to be starting a job next month.
Do you have any kids, Ms. Laws?
Yes, 2.
How many kids? 2 kids? Let's do this. Let's, what we'll do is I'm gonna wipe away, just keep that 1641.40 in your head. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wipe away some of the late fees on these tickets so that it kind of gets you closer to the original cost of the ticket. That's the best I can do. You got all 7 cases dismissed today, and you really got to stop driving.
Okay, I'm gonna work on getting my license and everything once I take care of the tickets.
I can offer you community service in lieu of the fines and costs.
Yeah, do you have any community service or anything available for me to knock down some of this cost?
What'd you say?
I said, do you have any community service or anything available for me to knock down some of this cost due to the fact that I am not working and I have 2 kids?
Yeah, are you gonna be able to do it? Well, listen, we'll do it like this. If you want to do community service, I can afford you that opportunity to do community service. I would want, and this, I usually charge $15 an hour, or give you credit $15 an hour for each hour of community service. But I'll do a little bit better for you, and I'll just say, give me 80 hours of community service by October the 8th.
80 hours community service?
80 hours of community service by October the 8th.
Okay.
Ms. Laws, I'm going to give you a number to our community service coordinator. I think that's fair enough. Is that council?
I think that is awesomely fair, Your Honor.
All right, that gives her 3 months to do 80 hours. And what I will say, Ms. Laws, is that if you give me proof of the 80 hours before the 3 months time, if you can knock this out in a month or in 2 weeks, then you can come on back in, and then we will, as long as I get proof from my community service coordinator that you did the 80 hours, then we will close all this stuff out, then whenever, as soon as you get it done. But you have at the latest October 8th. Let's go to
Okay.
this.
Is it a certain number that I need?
Yes.
Or is there certain things that we can do that'll count as community service?
So what she's gonna do, you have an ink pen on you? me know
Okay, I
when
got
you're
it.
ready. All right. The community, the number to probation is 313-965-3414. And you want to ask for Mrs. Green, the community service manager. She will find you a place in your area that you can get the community service done. Then as soon as you get that community service done and provide valid documentation, we'll close the matters out.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna get her a call as soon as possible.
Let me get your phone number, Ms. Laws. If you don't want to say it, over the internet, then you can send it to me in the chat.
Okay, I'm about to put it in the chat right now.
Okay. So let's put it line tape. She's already put it on. And let's put it to 80 hours. So she was going to do 80 hours of community service to satisfy. Let's see, do we have the chat? Okay. Why, you don't want to go to church and do the community service?
Yeah, I would go to church to do community service. I was just asking, like if I was to start
No,
working.
you can discuss it with Mrs. Green, the community service coordinator. You have the number. Get in contact with her on Monday morning. My clerk is going to input that information in the computer. So call that number that I gave you, ask for Mrs. Green, and get that stuff done, and we can get these matters put behind you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. If there's nothing further, you have a great day.
You too. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Is that somebody else on the room? No. I'm going to close it up. Ms. Sprinkle, I appreciate everything again. If there's nothing further, I think that'll put us into the weekend.
All right, well, you have a great weekend.
You have a better one.
Judge, I got a
Yes.
question.
There goes Miss Laws again.
Okay, Judge, once I complete my community service hours, would I be eligible to go and get my license?
Well, that's going to be dependent on whether you're running around in these other jurisdictions getting tickets. If you just got tickets in the 36th district, you'll be clear, but I don't know. And then my courtroom prosecutor said, don't come with any more tickets in the city of Detroit either, because he's not going to give you that generous offer that he gave you today.
Oh, I'm not. This is my last time getting a ticket. I ain't haven't been even driving.
All right, so I don't know what you have out there, but if you do this community service, you'll be good here in the city of Detroit.
Okay, thank you.
All right, anything else, Ms. Laws?
Nope, that's all.
All right, have a great day.
Any Secretary of State fees I need to pay? Or is that all going
Ms. Laws, do the community service, you'll be taken care of unless you keep on asking me these questions. I'm gonna We'll make you pay it off.
See
I
you
told
later.
you.
Have a good day.
All right.
What's your chicken?
You got it that time.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, have a good weekend.
Have a good
Have a
weekend.
good weekend.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye-bye.